Welcome to Team Ronin Workshop, or shed, where we keep our sheds.
All day and all they've done is clean their cars.
That's not true, we scrapped 5 cars today. And professionally removing engines. Fucking Thomas! Fucking piece of fuck! Come on. Yeah, we're off. They've probably put a seatbelt on. So we've decided that we're going to start doing some YouTube videos for you guys. We don't really have a plan of what we're going to do. Maybe look at some people's cars and review them.
Yeah, yours, scrap.
Maybe just talk a load of rubbish.
That's not the point of that stuff, but you don't have to. Think.
Yeah, but surely that you're just pushing the dirt around, aren't you?
The best results remove any heavily soiled areas of excessive mud before use.
Alright, fucking clean my car's over there.
Except for when I painted it. Remember when I spent all day cutting and painting it? Inside and out, inside the doors, everything.
Well, it's about time you fucking did something.
Haven't really got any ideas, but this is Skippy. Everyone knows Skippy already. This is Matt Fitton. So he's always been very much a member of Team Ronin, but last year decided to take a year out to save up some money, which he did not do any of whatsoever. So now he's back with his BMW, which most of you who know him, was always white and didn't have a back end on it and looked a complete state. So over the winter, painted it all up for him. He's put a 3 litre in it, and he's going to do some good drifting this year. Yeah?
With some water.
Yeah, fucking sack of shit. So, what have we done so far this year? I put a load of effort into making your car look good. You've done nothing. Standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Went to Driftland. Thank you, Mr. Skippy, for organising that. Looking forward to it next year as well. That'd be good. Anyone who wants to get onto Driftland, speak to this guy about booking it for next year. It was awesome. It was absolutely epic. Yeah, we have got another member as well of Team Ronin, who is Paul Seymour, and he's not here because he's away doing horsey things for his daughter. So, like I said, this is the very first YouTube video. We thought we'd just do it because it'd be a laugh. And if anyone wants to see anything, any of us doing anything, I don't know what, if you just want to see us at car shows, when we do demos, when we go to drift days, or you want to see some behind the scenes stuff when we're building things, fixing things, putting things together, generally giving abuse mainly, generally messing about or anything like that, just maybe let us know. Who knows, and see where this goes. Originally, me and you were going to do a podcast last year, and we never got around to it, so this is about as close to a podcast as it's probably going to get.
Well, the issue is I live too far away.
Yeah, and I'm
used
useless.
down here now and again.
Yeah, just to laugh at us. Can you not be professional for 5 minutes and not smoke a fucking fag?
What's wrong with smoking?
Everything. You shouldn't be promoting cigarettes on YouTube. You'll get us banned.
My mum blew smoke in my face. Never
Yeah, look at the fucking state of you. If that's never an advertisement for not smoking, I don't know what it is. I mean, we did an interview like last year when we wrapped the car.
Yeah, I mean,
didn't
that's been nearly a year ago now, isn't it?
Yeah. What's happened since then?
Change the gearbox.
Put CDO9, or CDO9 copy, whatever it is, a CDO8. Let's just put a CDO9 in it, let's say. Heatless clutch. Crashed at Castle Combe. That was fun.
Had it mapped.
Had it remapped again. It's made it last year. Before it made 205 horsepower. It now makes 207 horsepower. So yeah, she's doing good. Bless her. Painted all the inside of it white, which was a terrible idea because it looks. Paul hit me at Driftland. Yeah, that was nice of him. Paul done quite a lot of his over the winter. So Paul drives the S13, which is exactly the same wrap as this with the 1UZ in it. Paul decided to turbo his car over winter. Awesome. Took it to the dyno a couple of days before we went to Driftland, and the prop did a Brexit and ripped itself to pieces and literally tried to chew the car up. Skippy, insert picture here.
Okay.
You will insert picture.
I will insert a picture.
Yeah, so me and Fitton ended up going up the night before we were loading up for Driftland, and well, what did I bring him up? A prop and gearbox and stuff. You welded up all of his tunnel, and we got it sorted, and he turned up and drifted all weekend. So, like, we're doing. So the next thing we're doing is me and Paul will be doing BHP in a couple of weeks' time. Come and say hello, come see us. We'll have some free stickers and some discount codes for people like Exo Racing and stuff like that. And then after that, we're doing Autofest. So one cool thing that me and Matt were talking about earlier is, so me and Paul were doing like the passenger rides, demo driving at Autofest, and these two are doing the during the day skidding, just going and having general fun. So what we thought we'd do is we'll both have a camera, or all four of us have cameras sort of thing, and we'll do the two different sides of it. So what it's like for me and Paul taking out the passengers, you know, stuff like that, and then what you guys did in the pits and enjoying it.
So
From
us
the
hitting
other
the
side.
wall and you guys staying on the inside line, being too scared to go anywhere near the wall.
Exactly that, yeah. Mate, I keep telling you, it's not how you drive your car, it's how you sit next to your car.
It's still ugly sat next to it.
Oh, nasty bitch.
Burn.
But yeah, no, I thought that'd be quite cool. And then obviously the nighttime, evening stuff, we'll film some of that.
Maybe.
That would be fucking hilarious.
Some.
Probably have to censor some of it.
But censor most of it.
Yeah, censor most of it. The videos will probably start off quite sensible and get more and more drunk throughout the evening.
I think it starts Friday night as well, doesn't it? So literally it'd be like maybe some videos of us turning up, setting up, and then drunk. And
Yeah, I
dancing,
expect so, yeah.
And then
You
hanging
can
over.
that Friday?
Yeah.
You get that Friday as well?
Yeah.
Cool. We won't be camping in the same bit, mate, because I'll be in the big boy bit and you'll be in
Oh,
like the
yeah.
peasant bit down the bottom, yeah?
Yeah.
Me and Paul will be up, you know, with the big boys.
So we're bringing barbecues.
Whatever makes you feel better, mate.
Everything makes me feel better as long as you're not involved.
No.
True love.
True love, yeah, frick. Just talk about your car, I suppose.
About it.
Sack of shit.
It's a car. It's currently on
BMW.
axle stands. And it has
Standard.
flat tyres.
Standard.
And the only good thing about it is he's just spent like half an hour cleaning it. For
That's
no
the
reason.
first time that's ever happened. Ever. He never cleans the cars, right? And it's the only time it's actually looked half decent, because the first time when I painted it in your old man's shed at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was just horrendous. I couldn't see anything.
Then drove it in the rain at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours, 4 hours later.
Completely
Oh.
ruined the paint.
Yeah, it was awful. So it's never looked right, really. So big shout out to Keywise, obviously, where you work and stuff, for letting you use the booth. And yeah, we smashed over it in black, and it looks sweet. The car looks good.
Looks like a 90s tracksuit.
It does look like a 90s tracksuit. Insert picture here. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, Sam, yeah, we'll have to
Have
do
you
that.
got like
then.
a shell suit or something?
I've got the picture.
You
I've got the picture. I've got a black shell suit with the right colours and everything. So we
Is it
will.
bad to say now that I used to have one? Like,
No,
we had
because we all
matching
know it.
family
We
one.
all know it. We'll put. What we have to do is you have to edit. So there's a picture of his car and a picture of the suit next to it, the shell suit. Right, it's got to be done.
Picture of me up in the fucking Alps, matching with all my family in these damn shell suits. Damn it.
Amazing. So what engine's in it now?
So it's an M54 B30.
M54 B30,
Yeah.
M65 C3,
Yeah,
bubble
one of
4,
them.
BMW
So
M4.
originally it was a 323, then it was a 325, 328, and it's now got the 3 litre in it, converted to MS43, ZF box.
Typical BMWs. Why is there so many different numbers and
Twin plate clutch.
oh,
Yeah, that's about it really.
all the power? How does their clutch work in third?
If I had the power, it might do better. The gearing's wrong at the minute. It's got a 307 diff in it, which is too long
Shit.
really for third
We
gear.
all told you to get.
Everyone did tell me, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
pretty sure you
338.
actually took one with you to Driftland to
I
change.
did take a 391 with me to Driftland, and I should have changed it.
What
I
happened when we
couldn't-
got there on
couldn't
the
be
Sunday
bothered.
morning? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When we had all the time to do it
Seemed
Friday.
like effort, so yeah, it was just limit our second
changed
everywhere.
the freaking clutch and gearbox and whatever else. What's your excuse? So now,
Yeah, I
3 people
wanted to go
change
skid, didn't they?
clutches at Driftland.
Mm. Yeah, but I'm lazy.
And ugly.
It kind of worked, and I made it work, so I wasn't
It's so
worried about it.
amazing. How did you do it? Tell us.
Alright, let's do it. So I've turreted the rear ends, runs S13 coilovers. It's true coilover setup. eBay camber arms, all the rest of it standard medium case stuff, polybushed. Subframe is solid mounted, diffs polybushed. Engine and box solid mounted.
You running a rear anti-roll bar?
No rear roll bar.
But you run a front?
Uprated back, front roll bar. I think it's 28 or 30 mil or something.
Oh, I don't know.
Which seems to work really well. The rest of the front suspension's pretty much standard. Set of my modified hubs. Purple tech rack, standard lower arms, standard top mounts, cheap coilovers.
Top tech. Stay with standard top mounts.
Maintenance wise, if you want to keep costs down, keep as much of it OEM as possible, because it makes stuff so much easier. Things like top mounts and stuff like that. If you rip a wheel off, running stock rubber top mounts saves your strut top, stops you ripping your strut top out. Standard bottom arms as well. They don't very often break. They're quite strong. If you hit the wheel hard enough, you will bend one, but you can just chuck another one on it. They're cheap enough.
What are you running?
What, my top mounts?
Yeah, standard.
No, some cheapy camber adjustable ones.
Yeah, get rid of them. I remember when you had that and they were going solid, weren't they? Like your steering was getting
Season
real
up
hard.
caused me loads of steering issues.
Yeah.
Change pump, change rack.
Didn't you even depower one as well? Yeah, we're talking
Depowered
years
the
ago
rack,
now,
yeah.
aren't we?
And then eventually worked out that it was the top mounts.
Yeah.
So I went back to OEM and never had a problem since.
I mean, to be fair, the camber adjustables didn't make much difference anyway. It
Were they
wasn't
new,
until
or-
I,
Are they new? Yeah, they'll probably be alright for a bit.
I mean, been on it for 3 years now.
Yeah, but you've done like 4 skid days in 3 years.
In all honesty,
Alright, bitch.
if you're going to buy quality parts, that's fine. But if you're going to buy max speed and rod, nothing against max speed and rod
I
stuff.
was going to say,
I've
be careful what
I've
you're
used
saying,
some
mate.
I've used some of it, and some of it.
He can edit stuff, so don't worry too
But-
much.
The problem is a lot of it's cheap quality. Doesn't last. It may work really well to start with, but when you stick to OEM, it's far easier.
And I'm sat here with max speed and rod from coilovers.
Did it work?
My rears are max speed and rods,
Amazing.
and they've been really good.
Yeah.
But the rest 13 ones rather than.
Oh, fancy. Closest to an S body you're ever getting, isn't it?
Oh, I've got an S body over there, thanks.
No, you don't.
Oh, kind of.
Technically, it's mine.
Don't
Yeah, what about your car then?
So E46 Touring. It started life as a absolutely mint M Sport. It's not mint anymore. Crashed it a few times. Spent years building it up and not drifting it, and then drifted it for 6 months solid. And the 6-pot decided to be a 4-pot. So I was like, I'm gonna do an engine swap and put
How did that
roll
go?
cage in it. And
How did that go?
yeah, it's alright, I guess. Seems I've never built an engine before, and I did it all pretty much on my Todd. Henry Gordon helped me a bit every now and again, but he's obviously doing his work. So I ended up doing a lot of it. I was messaging fitting quite a lot, like, where does this go? Why doesn't this fit?
What's this plug for?
Literally.
Do I need lambda sensors?
No, that wasn't me asking. That was everyone telling me that that's why the car doesn't run properly. But yeah, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just doing it on the fly, and it had lots of gremlins and issues and stuff. Getting there with it now. I've drifted it 3 times since doing the build, and I don't think I've had an absolutely perfect day yet. But
Standard drifting though.
yeah, we'll get there eventually. It's got proper 6-point roll cage from Custom Cages in it. That was welded up by Henry up at Street Garage. I started being all the cool kid trying to make it a comp car. Now I want to be cool like him. Now all the cool stuff.
No one's ever called me cool before, mate. You don't want to be like me.
That's probably why I went wrong.
Probably. Don't take a leaf out of my book, whatever you do. Just wing it.
The plan was to go competition with it, and then I don't know. Now I just want to skid. That's all I care about is skidding. It's got.
It's not like fitting. The only skids he does is his pants.
Keep drifting front.
Yeah,
Shut up, you cliche.
It's true though, isn't it?
it is.
Like,
It is. Yeah.
How many times you've done a competition And,
Once, and I came last.
and then how much fun did you have at Driftland?
Yeah,
Just
all
the
the
whole,
fun.
whole
Yeah,
weekend, yeah, and it was one of the best events we've ever done.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the other thing as well is you're here with a pretty standard car. I've spent probably getting on $7,000 just this year on my car. I've had fun in it, but it's still an absolute bullet.
You thinking that you would rather have spent the money on seat time?
Yes.
Seats.
Fully. I mean, if I'd just done the engine swap and then, you know,
Driven it.
yeah, I
instead
didn't
of
need the
going all
cage,
keen
I don't
with
need
the
the
key.
plumbed in fire extinguisher, the isolator, the switches, and I didn't know what else I put into it. Like, it's so much stupid stuff I didn't need to. And so I've lost out on the first 3 months of the year. I didn't do any skidding because I was doing the car. And then my first drift, it's first day at Zwillen, it took me until 1 o'clock to do a skid because it was just constant issues. And then it skidded mint once, and then was issues for the rest of the day. And then my second
Yeah, but to be
drift
fair,
day-
you didn't sleep that day either, so
No,
like,
I
it's
was
in the
up for,
night
like-
before. I remember you sending me a video on the way there, and I'm like, I mean, you're not exactly like a good-looking guy, but you look
Oh, thank you.
rough, like so rough. Like you literally looked like if I was going to audition for a zombie in a film, that's what you look like. You look so fucking scabby
Well, I
because
mean,
you
I was,
hadn't slept. It was horrendous.
I was drifting on the Saturday. I woke up Friday morning, had some breakfast, went to the unit for about 10 o'clock in the morning. At this point, it was a bare car with no cage in it. Engine wasn't running. Half the engine was in it, half it wasn't.
Have you ever heard the acronym KISS? Keep it simple, stupid.
Well, we know I'm stupid.
And simple.
Special. But yeah, so we ended up literally doing an all-nighter. So by the time I got to Zoyland, I was hanging out my ass fully, and it wasn't running. And so yeah, spent all morning trying to get it working. Did a skid, then it stopped working. And had to do more issues. The second drift day, did the morning. It was okay, and started getting really shitty. And then that's when everyone was like, "Got O2 sensors in there?" And I was like, "No." They're like, "That might be your issue."
No, it's definitely your issue.
I was like, "Ah, okay." So then in the afternoon, it was just bogging. And then my third drift day was at Driftland. And
But the
I
engine
had-
was alright.
I had issues up there, but that was just me being silly. Like, maybe not doing my top mounts up.
Happens.
And the engine completely lifting off the top mounts and shifting to the side of the engine bay. And that was affecting my steering. That was bad. And then my power steering reservoir, the lid popped off and went somewhere, so that was throwing power steering fluid into my air filter. So that was causing it to bog as well.
It's basically not, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So then
Be
all
fine.
Saturday night, well, for a lot of Saturday night until I got too drunk to do anything, I put the engine back in place, got everything, and then on the Sunday, mint all morning, you know, ran the wall, I was doing trains and everything, and then got a bit eager and bumped into somewhere. It was literally a bump, but because I was on full lock, I screwed my power steering up. And then after 4 hours of trying to fix it, I gave up and just like, nah. At the end of the day, you know, I was happy watching everyone else drift. You know, it's a good feeling. The stressful 6 months, getting the event organised, having people to have to help me because I was getting so stressed, and then it was brilliant. Everyone enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, it was a good event. Look forward to it next year, definitely.
Was told it was happening next year, as in I pretty much walked into the office and
Your office.
Stu and Lou, who managed Driftland, said that we were penciled in for next May. Like, without me asking, they told me we're penciled in for next May. So I was like, alright, we'll definitely do it then.
Yeah,
Sound.
definitely do
Right.
it. It's awesome.
Yeah, so
Great
tickets on sale now. Give me a message.
Get to this boy. If you want some tickets.
So yeah, the next event is Autofest. My touring is going to end up compact. I've got, because it's painted up like a Spitfire, I'm a historian and I love my aircraft. I've got all three of my hobbies in one there. But
Yeah, it's a
they're
good
quite random.
explanation because I suppose like people probably don't know why you've done that.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I'd say, I
you
mean,
need to explain why you did it.
Like a
Aircraft,
Spitfire on a
literally.
German car.
You're meant to think I was like a Messerschmitt, you chase me around. I'm brilliant, I'm a dog fight. But yeah, so, you know, aircraft all my life, long before I got into cars. Always loved history, and so yeah, I just thought, got it, you know. Like it, bought a load of rattle cans and sprayed it up myself whilst doing this all nighter.
You can tell.
You can see where I started in the afternoon, and then you can also see on the other side where it was like 1, 2 in the morning and I was hanging.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's
Oh,
cool.
can't
This is
be
done
honest.
for a reason, isn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, I'm going to get it redone because I'm meant to be having a photo shoot with the actual Spitfire.
Can you not get it all done in vinyl?
Hey?
I know it'd probably be a lot of money, wouldn't it?
What's that?
Get it all like printed.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of money.
Would it?
Yeah, just for the roundels
Mm.
on each side, it's 60 quid.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you just get some vinyl and like just cut it out of it?
Yeah, then you'll buy the vinyl. and-
Have you seen his paintwork?
You nasty bitch.
I can't imagine he cut the roundel out nicely.
If you use a protractor or whatever they're called, didn't you?
What?
What?
What are they called?
Protractor.
Protractor, yeah, that's what I said, isn't it?
Protractor.
Protractor. Protractor. You use the you use fucking tractor and just cut it out. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
My car's basically the same. Who said? Yeah, I don't think really since we did that interview when I first did it. What have I done? Yeah, like I said, mapped it. That's about it, really. Shout out to MB. Shout out to CM Customs as well for doing all the valve springs on it. Just a little honey. Beautiful. And Castle Coombe, if I can have all my panels back, that'd be great.
Shouldn't have hit the wall, should you?
I shouldn't have, you're right. What happened was, right?
Doing
I was
something
doing
here,
a
right?
buck 20. I was about to turn pro, mate. Doing a buck 20 when I come in hot. James Dean on my tail. Got it slightly wrong. Nah, just completely run out of talent. Yeah. It will not
Went
recommended.
out, never happened.
Yeah, alright, okay, yeah. Fair enough.
Says
Thin
someone
out the
had
car to be
no
fair.
rear end on his car because of walls.
That was on purpose.
Don't count. Yeah, bigger shout out to Exo Racing. Make sure if you buy anything from them, when you come to the purchase part, put Ronin in capital letters and it'll give you a nice discount. So make sure you do that on anything you buy from them. Big shout out to Exo, Matt, for always helping us out. Thank you. Yeah, the same sponsors as the same as last time basically as well, besides from Dragon Auto Bodies. So the guy we use for all of our bodywork now, Dragon Auto Bodies in Heathfield. Go hook him up if you need any paintwork or anything doing. Top guy. You don't have any sponsors because you're fucking useless.
No, nobody wants to sponsor a
Over the
terrible
hill.
looking BMW that looks like it's.
It looks
something
alright now. I
like
sorted
that.
it out.
Yeah, it looks nice now, but
I think
Chrome
on camera
is chrome.
actually, you should formally on camera
if
thank
anyone
me.
would
No,
like-
thank me for
if
the
anyone
effort
would
I
like
put in.
to sponsor me, I'm quite happy to not smash my car out and put their name down the entire side of my car.
I'll give you 20 quid to put my name down the side of it, like Kev Lawrence, and not smash it up for 20 quid. In fact, I'll give you 20 quid and not give you shit for a day. And you get to pick the day.
If you give me 10 tyres and stick your name down the side of the car, then we got to do it.
No, you're not worth 10 tyres. I'd rather take the tyres myself.
I mean, I'm not sponsored, but I do get help from North Devon Trailer Hire and Tarkavan Rentals Hire. So, thank guys. Like, make my life a bit easier having something to hire.
Anyone who does want to sponsor any of us, please get in contact.
Would be appreciated. This is
Yeah.
a silly sport and it's bloody expensive.
So this section of the podcast we like to call How the Fuck It
Chapter
Started.
How I ruined my life.
How I got in debt.
Financially crippled myself.
So obviously, I've gone through everything before with Skippy when we did an interview last year.
I'll put a link for it, like
Thanks,
here
yeah.
somewhere.
Over my face. Big round football face.
Anything to cover that face.
It's usually covered by your massive giant ego. Yeah, you thought I was going to say cock, didn't you? Get your mind out the fucking gutter. Yeah, so brief little thing of obviously the Team Ronin. So ages ago, I wanted to do a little bit more drifting wise back when I was young and had a soul and aspirations. But I couldn't bear the thought of calling myself like Kev Lawrence Motorsport or anything like that. So I had to come up with a name. And a good friend of mine said like, well, seeing as you're on your own and it's just you, why don't you call yourself like Ronin something, like Team Ronin or something?
Okay.
I saw that. I can see what's going on.
Can you?
Yeah. Team Ronin or something, because a Ronin is basically a samurai with no master, so you're on your own. And then I met this guy at a place we worked together, and he was into drifting as well. And he was a mechanic, I was a painter. I
Never
had no idea.
actually done any drifting.
At that point, he had never. I'd been to loads of drift days on my own, and the friends that I hang around with at the time had no idea about anything. So I had a good idea of how to do a skid, but not to how to build a car or any idea of setups on cars or anything. Whereas this guy, mechanic, very mechanically minded, obviously as well, had a really good idea of how to set up cars, how cars should work, and how a drift car should work, but never done any actual drifting. And obviously, you took over on my S13. I had an S13 at the time, and I couldn't get it to run right. So again, no idea. So he took it over for me, trying to get it running, and we kind of, I suppose, in a way, bonded over that. And then, as a thank you, got it running. And as a thank you, I booked a drift day for us both, because I knew for a fact, after speaking to him and getting to know him, there's no way he would ever have been happy with his car to book a drift day. So booked it, just made him go, and then that was the end of that, wasn't it? And that was when the debt started.
But anyone that is actually building a drift car as such, don't overbuild. Don't just keep it simple and just
Go and have fun.
Go drifting, have fun.
Yeah.
You know.
Because I think that's where you would have. I think genuinely, you were trying to overbuild a car.
Yep.
And you hadn't even had the experience of what it's actually like drifting. And then once you did it, you were like, "Oh, my car's fine. Let's go." And then all you wanted to do was go and learn and go faster and more angle and
Learn with a stock car, pretty much. Well to diff. Don't need lock mods. Don't need really to add any power. You can do it in a 1.6 MX-5. You'll probably learn more in a 1.6 MX-5.
Well, that's what I started with.
That's what I started with.
Yeah.
That's the best way to learn. You got.
If you can drive that shit, you can drive anything, can't you?
You got to throw them around.
Yeah, you come into a corner in an MX-5, non-turbo MX-5. You go into a corner faster than you come out the other side. That's just how they are, aren't they? They lose power through the corner, so it's a good way of learning. So what got you into drifting then?
Well, originally I'd seen a bit of drifting at a couple of car shows. I'd gone to Jack Fest at Silverstone, and I watched some of the cars going around, and I was in love with it. I just instantly
I wanted
to do that. Done a bit of grass track racing before, so I kind of knew how to drive, but just watching Jack Fest Silverstone, just that cemented it for me. I had some horrible V-dub Golf at the time, which I put up for sale in the hope to buy something rear-wheel drive, and somebody offered me a swap for an E46 saloon. So.
Is that the one that we're looking at behind us?
Yep, same one.
How many years is that actually now that you've actually had that car?
Nearly 8 years, I think I've had that car.
I mean, how many engines has it had in 8 years?
I think it's on its 9th engine.
Oh, Christ. I think you've
like
had a lot of
broom thing. Like it's had so many broom.
Trigger's broom, innit?
Yeah.
It's the same broom. It's the same car.
4 back ends, 3 front ends, 9 engines, 2 gearboxes, 2 diffs.
But it's still the same car.
It kind of.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So I got the 46 saloon, started building it. Thought I had to build a pro car essentially to go drifting, until Florence forced me into doing a drift day, and just instantly in love. And for the first 2 or 3 years, I think we went drifting once, if not twice a month.
Yeah. So many credit cards.
Financially killed ourselves.
Loans, credit cards, everything.
But loved every minute of it.
Yeah, it was good times. Basic, fun times.
Yeah.
What about you then? What was your first drift car? What got you into it?
So I wasn't even interested in cars until I was 21. Like, I had no interest. I had little Citroens and Clios and stuff. I had no interest. Then I got first BMW, which was an E36 318 8-valve, and someone from school was like, "Oh, come and join our car club." And I was like, "Alright, whatever, I got a cool car now." And then everyone was like, "Oh, do you drift it?" And I was just like,
An 8-valve 36 and full.
it's because it was an M Sport rep, the whole M.
It wasn't even a real. It wasn't even a real one.
No, it was a rep.
Oh no!
I didn't know. But yeah, so everyone's like, "Oh, do you drift it? Do you drift it?" And I was like, "Well, I didn't know how to drift." And so people started trying to teach me in a saloon 1.8 on 2, 4, 5 18s on the rear.
Keen.
It was a struggle. It did start doing it. Well, the diff, using it daily, caused lots of issues, and then ended up going to a drift day in it, killing it. Bought the MX-5, and it's kind of progressed on from there. And to be fair, my inspiration was Jap Speed. Watching Jap Speed videos back then, their music videos were fucking amazing.
Back in the day.
Yeah, I mean we're talking 13 years ago now. Back when it was actually cheap to drift.
Yeah.
You could buy a BMW for like 50 quid. And
Mate, I remember it wasn't even that long ago we were buying them. We used to buy them.
Buying E46s for sub.
I
£200,
remember saying to you as
6
well.
spots. We had 11 at one point,
Yeah, then we were paying 200 quid a go or so.
and we were
wasn't it?
ripping engines out of them. A diff if the ratio
Yeah,
was
and then the
any good,
hubs.
and just weighing them in.
Yeah, hubs. You'd cut and do the hubs and sell them, and then that's it. Like
I think we had over 20
in a year, probably.
over the space of a year and a half, 2 years when we
Yeah.
were in our old workshop.
I did tell you
Yeah,
at the
we went
time.
through
I
some.
remember saying, I said to him, I said, "You wait."
And
I
some
said,
of them were really good cars.
I said, 10 years time, these cars will go up and they'll be hard to get hold of. And he was like, "Never happen, mate. There's too many of them. Never happen." I was like, "They'll end up going up in value, and we'll be looking at cars going, imagine paying that much for a 46." I remember when we scrapped 3 of them in one day.
And the reason they went up, drifting.
Yeah.
Because everyone buys them for drifting.
And then people like us scrapping them and just ripping the engines out for spares for
Wasting
yours. Yeah, there it is. Lesson learned.
Yeah.
Should have kept all of them.
If you want to do drifting, if you don't actually do drifting, buy yourself an E46 6-pot. Make sure it's a 6-cylinder, whether it's 323, 325, 328, 330, whatever you can afford. Do all of the maintenance bits, so get everything working well, weld to diff, and just go and have fun.
Definitely. You don't need spend loads of money. Yeah.
There's not much point getting a competition at this point anyway. It costs so much. At the end of the day, drifting is a sport that you do not gain off of unless you're Dwayne Cleaver or James Dean, or if you're in America and do Formula Drift or whatever, you're not going to get any money out of it really.
Well, it's like our little mate Jack, isn't it? Mate Jack. So I'm one of our media guys, Jack. One of our media guys. That sounds like we were like famous, isn't it?
We've got so many media guys.
Yeah, you and Jack. So I'll make Jack. What's his media tag called? Momentum. Momentum. This dude here. Tag him in the video.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Full of life, cool lad. Came along with us for Drift Age to do some videos and stuff. Now he's gone and bought himself a drift car. Drift car is now life. That's it, in there though.
I let him have a go at mine.
Yeah.
Because I was like, do you want to have a go at it? And he had a quick go at mine, in which half the lap he had the handbrake still on. He was in first gear, because I was like, just look, I've done a bit of tuition before, and you start them off, do donuts. First gear donuts, just to get a feel of the car and stuff. And I was like, go in the middle of the track, do some donuts. And then, because he didn't quite have enough angle, and he started going wide, so he started going around this long corner in first gear, go, I was like, my car's gonna blow up. That's why it went down to a 4-pot.
Maybe. Jack.
Jack, your fault.
Jack owes you an engine. Jack, you owe him an engine.
But yeah, so he did this. He did pretty well, to be fair. Never drifted before. He did quite well. And then I think 2 weeks later, he bought a BMW, and he's been spending a lot of money on it.
It's not just that, it's the time, innit? I think he's realising the time. But he did his first drift day and he just loved it. He was buzzing. Like, you were there. Obviously, I couldn't make it, but I was speaking to him on the phone and he was loving it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, he was having issues with the car, and he was still absolutely loving it.
Yeah.
Just,
it goes to show, that's what I mean, like the fun times like that. Like, some of the times we've had just messing around at Zoyland and stuff have been better than doing like massive tracks in front of 4,000 people. It's, just with your mates having a laugh, it's a real good time.
13 years I've never done a competition. Not once ever done a competition. I kind of want to try it for the experience, but the money for it now is
Didn't
just...
you do a competition and come second? Ooh, Mr. Auto first.
Second place auto first.
That's alright, mate. Paul turned up on Show and Shine, so don't worry about it. No, it was good. Good though, Mr. Nick Bond.
Yeah.
If we're going to make this a thing, we should get people like Nick and like have a chat with Nick and make it. No, it should probably be more like a podcast. Like we should maybe go look at his car and like rip the piss out of it and then do a podcast with him or something.
Yeah, we'll just do it like a video cast like this. We
and then
just sit, have a chat.
Cut it up and then whatever, innit?
Have a chill out, have a chat, like nice and informal and stuff. Do it as a video cast. Saves having to worry about trying to put it on Spotify and that. Just stick it on YouTube and content.
Everyone loves content.
Like content.
I like your content. All over
I
my
mean,
face.
nobody probably wants to watch us talk a load of
No,
rubbish, but
no, I wouldn't watch us talking a load of shit. I'd be like, who are these fucking wankers?
yeah.
To be fair,
But-
I think more of the videos we want sort of behind the scenes stuff, like that's got to be in this video. abuse.
You want to see the stuff that we actually do. Like, it's all well and good sat down talking about stuff. It's nice to get a background of where it all started. But you just want to see us be dickheads, basically, and just go drifting. And
Don't think anybody cares where we started.
I don't think they do. I don't think they care what we do as well.
We're not Chelsea de Novo or James Dean.
Mate, nobody's, like literally nobody's. But you know, it might make someone laugh. And
If anyone makes it all the way through this video,
yeah, fair play.
fair play.
And if you've learnt anything, send it to PO Box. You're talking shit. Yeah, but we'll do some stuff. I mean.
This is just a first video, so
Yeah, we
trying
don't
to get an idea out, letting anyone who cares know who we are, and yeah, the rest of it is going to be abuse, breaking cars. Yeah.
Hopefully, quite a lot of drifting. That's
Hopefully,
the idea.
probably more of you guys drifting than me because I always break my car.
Yeah, well, it's a drifting channel, isn't it? That's what we're going for. But obviously, it will be more than just videos of us driving. It will be videos of us
I will try
getting
and
ready for
remember
driving.
to
Whatever
film
in the
myself
pits.
when I break the car and fixing it. I'll probably forget because I was meant to be doing that on my channel and it didn't last because I'm too busy
Yeah,
stressing
but
about my car.
there's more of us now. So when you're broken and crying, we can film you and laugh.
Put the camera in my face.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, so Ronin top tip: if you're gonna get into drifting, start basic.
Have
Find
fun
a decent group of people that you all help each other out.
and give each other a load of abuse.
Yeah, don't be
Don't
too
take
serious.
yourselves too seriously. Yeah. And always remember, no matter how good you think you. Now, why are we giving like tips like this? Like I feel like I'm giving like inspirational quotes. Inspirational
Quotes.
quote if you're cold.
If you're cold and it's wet, wear a coat.
Just remember, no matter if you do something good, there's always going to be someone who's going to do a lot better. Or you can always learn. You can always improve. You know,
Stay humble.
Stay always said when people are learning. If you're learning as well, if you don't say anything to anyone besides from I'm just here to learn, like any tips, and just go and have fun, everyone will help you. No one will judge you. The moment you turn around to someone and say, "Did you see how good I am?" Everyone's going to judge you. Just don't do it. Stay humble. Go and have fun. Go learn off people. Go and enjoy it.
Drifting, like I say, like we don't make anything out of it, and we all know that we're absolutely stupid. We're putting ourselves through hell and in debt and stress and everything else. So we all know how stupid we are. So there's no point in trying to be better than anyone else. You just want to have
have
fun. And so
And sometimes it works really well, like drifting. Sometimes me and you have spoken about this before. Sometimes you'll get in that car and it will do exactly what you want it to do, and you don't even feel like you have to drive it. It just works, doesn't it? Other times, everything's just wrong. You cannot drive to save your life, can
Same
you?
car, same
Same tyres, same everything,
yeah.
and it can
I
just
thought
be the
that was
difference
just
between a
drifting.
day.
Yeah.
that's just what it is for me every day.
It can just sometimes just not work. And when it's like that, don't get stressed out because you have bad days. Don't worry about it. And then sometimes you have awesome days.
Don't be afraid to ask for help. That's the biggest thing. Like I suck at drifting. I'm not. I suck at drifting, but I will happily
Is
jump
this the
in.
point where we're going to say something nice about his drifting?
No,
I was waiting for you to
There.
jump in.
he definitely isn't.
Well, at least you're a nice,
bitch!
at least you're a nice guy, Skippy.
You nasty horrible bitch!
But I'll jump in the car with anyone.
Your
and help them
biggest issue is the fact that you've taken so long not doing it to go back to doing it. And like you said, you've only done 3 drift days.
Yeah, you spent your money on roll cage and stuff instead of seat time.
out. Yeah, spent too long.
You
doing
did
it, trying to do a
everything that
pro
we
car.
say don't do.
Yeah, literally, I am the example of what not to do.
Oh, I done a drift day, I had loads of fun. I'm now going to take it off the road for 6 months and put a roll cage in it.
Well,
5
I had to
years
take it
later.
off anyway because the engine was dead. But yeah, I went OTT of it, like bankruptcy.
Yeah. Gets that way.
But it gets to the point where it will work and it'll be. I didn't do drift lines.
Don't get a credit card, kids. They're bad.
I've got no credit cards because I did my IVA.
I've got 3 credit
And
cards.
if you want to build a drift car, do an IVA.
Yeah, get all the credit cards first, buy everything you want, then IVA in a lot. Pretty sure that's how I ended up with a roll cage, to be fair.
I mean, to be fair, I don't understand how a lot of people do it. Right? Talk to any drifter. There's very few drifters that actually have a well-paying job.
I've got a well-paying job. I still don't have any money. If any of you guys are coming to any of the shows that we're doing, AutoFest, BHP, blah blah blah, honestly feel free to come up and say hello to us.
Just tell us you watched the video.
Yeah.
We'll be happy with that.
If you watch the video, I'll give you an extra free sticker, as long as I've got stickers.
To the pip. Yeah. Bye.
Oh, I look at you two. too fucking cool to wave. You're fucking...